I always wonder about when we're gonna stop being afraid to have these conversations about race. If you're being called a racist every time you try to have a conversation about race, then maybe it has to do with the tone of how you're speaking to people, you know? If you're gonna talk to your child one day and you find your child is on drugs, and you tell them, you're gonna stop using drugs right now or I'm gonna throw you the fuck out. Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose your child. Now tell me, that's laying down the law, isn't it? That's telling it like it is, isn't it? But that's not gonna get you what you want. If you really do wanna find some kind of understanding about race, then ask honest questions. Then don't be a sarcastic asshole when you ask them, because they are serious and someone died. If you really do believe in your life for some reason, either because you watched it on TV and you see those examples, or because you feel like you've been discriminated against as a white person, then say that. Then speak from the heart. Don't be a coward and say that we don't need to talk about race because it's gonna start a race riot. You know what's gonna start a race riot? Not talking about these issues. Sweeping them under the rug again and again. That's what causes a race riot. Pretending it never happened, you know? I said it before off camera, we're always told, you know, remember 9/11, which we should. It changed the world. Remember the Holocaust, which we should. It's a horrible example of genocide and murder sanctioned by a state on a mass scale. But when we talk about slavery in this country and the African Holocaust, we're told to get over it. Forget that. That happened a long time ago. And I think that those people who say that are a failure to the human race. The same way that if I ever hear somebody say, oh, the Holocaust, that happened a long time ago, you're a failure to the human race. You've forgotten the lessons of the Holocaust of World War II. And you're endangering all of us you're endangering us now through your forgetfulness to potentially repeat that. You know? Forget 9/11. Are we ever? No, I don't think we are. Therefore, should we ever forget this? Should we continuously sweep it under the rug again and again? Forget slavery, it happened. No. When you forget slavery, then guess what? You endanger yourself to potentially be the victim of slavery yourself. And now how do Americans feel? Powerlessly controlled by a government? Corporations that run their lives behind closed doors? Maybe that's why you feel like the world is closing in around you, because you forgot those lessons of slavery, because your pride and your ego didn't let you deal with the fact that your ancestors did something stupid and inhumane. That doesn't mean you did it. And you know what? If you're ashamed of what they did, which I would be if my ancestors did, guess what? You got the rest of human history to make up for it and to rebuild a new world. But you're so defensive and emotionally broken by the inability to deal with the real history of this country that we can't even have that conversation. That's a failure. You know, that's America's failure.
I tell my son, man, you can't afford me, man.
You gonna charge him for a verse, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure. He got money.
Dave Chappelle is a different type of animal, man. His comedic talent and timing is like no other. And I gotta honestly say, I can't disagree in any way, shape, or form.